before we get too far. Awesome. All right, welcome everyone. My name is Dr. Andrea Ryan. I am joined tonight with a few of the women who you will learn from over the coming 6 weeks. I get the pleasure of starting us off tonight with the kitchen. But before we dive into this, just as a heads up, so each week, I mean, tonight will be a bit of an example to see how much we get through. However, I really don't anticipate these going more than about 20 minutes, and they might even be shorter. Tonight might be a little longer or right at the 20-minute mark, simply because I just wanted to make sure everyone had everything downloaded, whether you're joining us live or whether you are joining us on the watching the recording. At least this way you have all the information. So the next time you're on your computer, because I do find it easier to access all of this from my computer add-in course, and you get to register on that website. It has a number of different items that you can register for, but at the very least, you get the Natural Home Edit course. It is free from doTERRA. So all we're doing is really taking you guys through the main 6 rooms as a group, because sometimes you just need a little bit of accountability. I know if there are opportunities for me to get caught up over a week before I jump into the second section of this, which next week will be the laundry room, I believe. Yes, laundry room. So it's just kind of easier to have some accountability there. So when you go to this website and you enroll, and you get that, as I said, for free, a couple of things I want you to check in with is that you'll always just be able to simply go through and hit the next one. I've gone through the kitchen. Next week is the laundry room. The following week after that is the bathroom. Then we have the bedroom. We're skipping the nursery because we didn't anticipate that a lot of people would have young children. However, that is a week that you can tackle on your own if you would like, and get caught up if you do have young kids. And then there's the family room and the office that we'll be going through. And then you'll see as we go through, I'm going to touch upon the abode line a little bit tonight. I'm sure Wendy will talk about that a little bit next week as well with regards to the abode line, because it really does focus in on the kitchen and the laundry room. But we'll also give you some ideas for diffusing as well throughout the course. The other component that I wanted to make sure that no one missed, when you go to the very first video, which says welcome home, just gonna wait for that all to load. You come down and there's a little thing that says download the doTERRA Natural Home Edit PDF. And I'm going to show you what that looks like. So this is the PDF. It is, I forgot to look, how many pages is it? 48. You might not be printing this one off, but this will have every single recipe that we do throughout the course, as well as other items too. Sorry, give me 1 second here. See, that's what you're looking for. Thanks. So they go through each piece of this. Now, as we go through the course, or as you go through the course, we're just going to highlight a few recipes tonight. You'll also notice that they talk about things like swapping out plastics for stainless steel, glass, etc. They talk about single-use plastics and changing those out for silicone or different glass containers. They'll even give you a few recipes that you can use or that you can create in the kitchen to actually, not just for cleaning supplies, but actually make. And so lots of options there, and it's kind of nice just for you to go through a lot of the different products. Certainly, if you do want to download it, by all means, please do. Or not just download it, sorry, print it up, by all means, please do. It would be great to have around your home, but they do go through some nutritional things, etc. So we're going to dive into 2 of the products tonight. I'm just going to go back to, there we go. So we're going to go into the kitchen tonight. So we're going to go over the dishwasher detergent as well as the all-purpose cleaner. Garbage disposal refreshers are on there, but very few Canadians, I don't know, it must be just a Canadian thing. Not a lot of people have garbage disposals up here. So I didn't go through that recipe, but I mean, it's super simple. As you see, when you go onto each of these components, they have a quick video there to show you how to make them. We just wanted to highlight a little bit or a couple of the recipes each week to show you how easy it is to go through. Speaking of which, I'm going to jump into the kitchen videos right now. So I'm going to show you the video that I did today. I look very excited in this video for the kitchen.
Hi everyone, welcome. So tonight we are diving into the kitchen DIYs. There are 3 main recipes on this. One of them I'm actually not going to do because truthfully, garbage disposals are not a big thing up here for a majority of our community. But I'm going to run you through another recipe instead with the glass cleaner. Certainly, if you want the garbage disposal recipe, then you can certainly look that up. It's all there in your home edit course. But we'll start with the all-purpose spray. We'll whip to the glass cleaner, and then I'll show you how to make the dishwasher detergent. Okay, so with the glass cleaner, this needs 3 ingredients, and that's it. And you actually have a choice between the second ingredient. I personally choose something different than what they suggest in the home edit course. It's totally up to you. Either one are going to work great. So you'll notice I have a lot of these bottles. This sticker is starting to come off after a few years, but it says all-purpose spray. Here's my glass cleaner. They're not large, they're 16-ounce bottles. They're perfect for, we've got kids, so it's just easier for little hands to be walking around with these versus the larger bottles. And yes, I have to remake it more often, but it's not that bad. Honestly, you'll see how quickly it takes. So I've already filled it up with water, as you can see. Now I do a lot more water. If it says for half, I do probably about 3/4. You have a choice between vinegar, and then what I use is the On Guard Cleaner Concentrate. So the reason that this is different is because with the vinegar, I tend to use it on a lot of surfaces that I don't want the vinegar eating away on. I use the vinegar in the glass spray, but I'll talk about that in a second. So just my 2 cents. I use fill it up with water. I'm going to use a little bit of the On Guard Cleaner Concentrate. The other option would be to use the Castile soap, which is liquid soap. It's pure soap. You get that from Dr. Bronner's. Either way, it isn't gonna matter. Now, in this case, we're going to use lemon and grapefruit. So these are smaller bottles, so I'm gonna do about 6 drops of each. And I've got my all-purpose spray ready to go. Super easy peasy, done. 1 product done. Now, for the glass spray, I'm actually getting kind of low on this, and it's perfect because I've got about 50% water. I'm just gonna add a little bit more water. I'm up to about 3/4 full now. So I've got that. I'm going to add the vinegar in. I'm going to just top it up with vinegar. Hope this doesn't go everywhere. This is just regular white vinegar, nothing special. And in the glass spray, which I use on my windows, mirrors around the house, I add a little bit of lemon in. And I've got my glass spray or glass cleaner. Come on. There we go, easy, done. So as you can see, those ones take less than 30 seconds each to make, super simple. All right, let's go on to the dishwasher detergent. I've already put my baking soda and my washing soda in the container. Baking soda and washing soda are the same product, but just different forms of it. You can actually make your own washing soda if you don't purchase it online by slowly drying baking soda over like a very low heat in your oven over about 4 hours. You just have to mix it. It makes a finer, more, it's just a finer powder instead of that coarseness that we often see with a little, I mean, you're probably thinking baking soda isn't that coarse. It'll even be more fine. Then you're gonna add, so I've got a cup of each of those. Let me just double check. Yeah, a cup of washing soda, a cup of baking soda. I've got a cup of my salt. I'm gonna mix those well together. So the salt is going to add a little bit of grit to these products. I can taste the baking soda. Lovely. Mix it all together. Taste that. And then add in the lemon. Actually, you know what, guys? I just realized this one is the one that calls for lemon and grapefruit. Either way, you just add in whatever you want. I'm going to touch upon that in a second. Mix it all together, and now you've got a really fresh smelling dish detergent that you can use in your dishwasher. I just keep it in a glass bowl. As you can see, I had used a glass container, like a mason jar. You can tell it was used previously. No, what did that have in it? Wait, that was dry. Hold on 1 second. I'm just gonna, come on. Put that in there just for ease in terms of putting everything in here. You probably want to shake it up each time you go to use it. Gonna mix together. There you go. You got dish detergent ready to go. My husband's calling in. Okay, last but not least, just a couple of tips around the house. So when you're making your all-purpose sprays, I like to change it up based on the season. Right now, I'm using a lot of lime, lemon, grapefruit, abode. What else have I got in there a lot? Sometimes I'll throw, well, in the winter times, I'll throw On Guard, Siberian fir, rosemary in there. A lot of oils have cleansing properties, but it's nice to switch up the aroma every once in a while based on the season. Secondly, with the, a couple of other tips around the kitchen. To make the, if your garbage cans are getting a little stinky, then I would do a cotton ball underneath, like at the basin of a garbage can, and add a couple of drops of essential oil. I love lemongrass. It smells so good. And it just sort of freshens up the kitchen garbages. That works all around your house. Have a diffuser going in your home, in the kitchen. A lot of the time, it tends to be a very common family area. So I love to put citrus oils and mint oils in there. It just sort of raises the energy a little bit in the house so that we're not as stressed. And especially in the morning, it wakes us up a little bit with the mint oils. Last but not least, for gleaming stainless steel, I looked at my sink because I couldn't think of the word sink. This is a great option for you. So this doesn't actually use an essential oil, but what you're going to do is cut a lemon in half, and you're going to sprinkle the top of it with a coarse salt. And then you'll use that lemon as a scrubber and go all around the inside of your stainless steel sink, wash it off, and your stainless steel sinks will gleam pretty clean. All right, that's it. Thanks guys for joining us, and back to the rest of the course.
Okay, so hold on one second here. So that's pretty much it. Whoops. For the kitchen. I did want to, however, yeah, Crystal, I don't know what you're saying. I'm glad. So, Crystal, I'm assuming you knew about the lemon. They're talking about the lemon. Donna, we will be sending this all out tomorrow. We send a recording out for anyone who registered as of tomorrow. So just so that you go through, again, we've got the tips to begin with, you've got the kitchen edit in general, the dishwasher detergent, the all-purpose cleaner, the disposal refreshers, and then some more kitchen DIYs, just so that you see what those are. You can learn how to make your own soap with herbs in it. Green mandarin coconut yogurt, that looks really good. I know, actually, I don't think, is Christine, I can't remember if Christine's on tonight. She did a fruit dip once with, I think it was vanilla yogurt with wild orange maybe, or lemon oil, and I have stolen that for every get together I've had since, and it's a great treat for like kids in the summertime. It was really good. Immune boosting snacks with On Guard and a raspberry limeade, tangerine paradise punch. So you've got some fun recipes in there that you can check out, and again, they're videos, so sometimes it's just easier to see video. It gets us excited and inspired. So I hope that this helped. I'm just wanting to know if you guys have any questions. I think you should be able to unmute yourselves. By all means, feel free to unmute yourself, and I'm happy to answer any questions. I'm just going to go back through I don't think anything came up other than Donna's question. All right, so yeah, as Wendy's saying, pick one or two. Honestly, so just a little plug with this, guys. This is when so I'm almost 8 years into using doTERRA. It'll be 8 years this July. And I'll let you know that the very first thing I did was other than diffusing, was start making over my home cleaning supplies, because it was a lot more affordable than buying all natural products. B, I just love a good DIY. And C, I just love that, like, it was just another great way to use my oil. So it made it really easy for me. So this is kind of why it's always been a love of mine to teach about these classes. When you figure out how to make all-purpose spray and glass cleaner by yourself and never have to buy the products at the store again, it'll blow your mind. It'll just make it so much easier. So yeah. Question, where did you purchase the washing soda? Yes, you can get it on Amazon. You can get it at different stores, like natural stores and stuff. But you can also make your own if you wanted. It's been a while. I used to make it in batch, and then I just haven't in a while, but I'm pretty sure you go up to like you go very low. I think it's at 170, and you just bake baking soda, and you just have to keep like moving it around. I think it's for 4 hours, but it's been a while, and that's, I mean, just buy it. I don't know. You can do it on your own, but just the other option. Suzanne saying window cleaner. I think I had a recipe with alcohol rubbing, and yep, you can definitely use it. There's witch hazel would be another option there as well. So lots of different ways to use it. I use vinegar and I've never had an issue with it, even in the winter time. With like dog nose and fingerprints from my kids are all over the windows. I've never had an issue, but to each their own. And I think it's really great to have it. So, all right, friends, that's it. That was week 1.